Hi there, thanks for being here today. Namaste. Today we're going to be doing your chakra check-in. Pick a card. So please go ahead and select group of cards number 1, number 2, or number 3. Thanks again for being here, and I will see you at your reading. Hi there, group 1. This is your reading. First, I'm going to use the astrology dice to take a look at your situation. We're going to see what's coming up, and then we're going to take a look at your chakras. We're going to pull some clarification and some advice, and then we're going to see if there's anything else you need to know. Okay. Uranus and 11, the ruler of Uranus, along with Aries, number 1. You're thinking about you and yourself, what it is you really want. You are taking it upon yourself to learn about yourself, learn higher spiritual things, or just learn more in general about what it is that you love, what it is that you do. You're learning about yourself and everything that happens to deal with you. You're following your impulses right now. You're finding this to be lucky, and you're also noticing that you're extra proud of your quirks right now. And this could be what's bringing you success in the future. And you're realizing this. So, let's take a look at your chakras. Ooh, the Tower in the root chakra. Page of Swords in the sacral chakra. Solar plexus, we have the 8 of Pentacles. Heart chakra, we have the King of Cups. Throat chakra, 10 of Swords. Pineal gland, third eye chakra, 7 of Pentacles. And finally, in the crown chakra, we have the Emperor. Okay, get it, group 1. So, right off the bat, I can see that with the Tower in your root chakra area, something is definitely changing about your stability, your physical surroundings, and what makes you feel safe. Maybe the same things don't make you feel safe anymore that used to. Or recently, some things have really been shaking up, but this has all been divinely timed and divinely brought in order to help you express yourself. Which you can see in your sacral chakra here with the Page of Swords. You are expressing yourself. You are telling people yes when you want to say yes. You're telling people no when you want to say no. You are creating and living life for yourself. A very pleasure-centric, but from a place of confidence and willpower, not a negative, devilish energy, pleasure-centric kind of way. And this is beautiful. And in the solar plexus with the 8 of Pentacles, this lets me know that right now you're learning. You're learning about, yes, yourself, how to stand in your power. You're learning that now you've learned how to stand in your power. Now you are creating from your power. You're learning, you're creating, and you're very much diving into your gut intuition, your gut instincts. They've been guiding you a lot to get to where you are, and they keep telling you to express yourself and not to worry about your physical surroundings and stability. You're being very much called to work on these higher chakras. But before we get there, let's take a look at your heart chakra with the Knight of Cups. So, you're definitely working on opening up your heart chakra. It seems like you've done a lot of healing up until this point, and now you're authentically loving yourself and all those around you. You see everyone in yourself, and you see yourself in everyone. This is beautiful. You're feeling a new sense of freedom, and it seems like there are even people from the past that are coming to just let you know that they love you. This could be family, friends, old partners, or just anybody in general. This could even be animals. In your throat chakra, excuse me, wow. In the throat chakra, you have the 10 of Swords. So, you're finally coming to the end of what seems like a significant throat chakra blockage. Some kind of situation or event had stopped you. Perhaps this is the way you were used to living your life before even. You were used to not expressing yourself. But now, the light at the end of the tunnel is here. You're used to experiencing this 10 of Swords energy, but I'm feeling the light behind it. So, this event that's recently happened, or just change of mind, but this really seems like a physical event. This has shaken you up in order to force you into expressing your discomfort or expressing when it's uncomfortable, to allow you to confident all the time. Express yourself authentically no matter what. Keep learning about yourself because you're beautiful, and to love yourself and others because, again, you're beautiful and you're worthy of love, just like everybody else. You're worthy of the love that you give. You're worthy of giving it to yourself. You're also worthy of receiving love from others, whether or not you give them love, which you should because, love is awesome. In the pineal gland, third eye chakra, we do have the Seven of Pentacles. So you are working on your intuition. You let it guide you a lot. You're working on your mental state and your thoughts, your mental wellness and health. But I also feel more so this is an external energy. So I do feel that you're being called to go into your thoughts, go into your intuition, because there's something that's heading your way that you feel and you see and you're building towards. But yeah, now you finally see the light at the end of the tunnel with this Ten of Swords in your throat chakra. So your communication is unblocked. So now you're learning how to take all of the higher learning, 11, 8 of Pentacles, and 7 of Pentacles. You're taking all of this higher learning and finally expressing it. So all this hardship can now finally be behind you in the physical realm, officially, permanently. You are detaching, and you are grounded in detaching, and you are releasing your security, what was secure for you before. This is beautiful to see a releasing energy, the Tower in the root chakra, and to see such a stable, determined, and powerful energy, the Emperor in the crown chakra. You are definitely balanced. You work on this, you show up. You put the work in towards loving yourself, loving others, building, looking ahead, creating a practical plan, expressing, and you're even becoming more artistic. You could be writing, you could be inventing, you could just be brainstorming, you could be playing, dancing, walking on tightrope, slackline, whatever. And you're realizing that this is not a waste of time. This is just going to bring you exactly where you want to be and where you need to be in order to grow. This is so beautiful. I really love this reading, Group 1. And with the Aries, this really is all about yourself, and it's about yourself, your self-appearance, but not just your appearance on the outside, the energy that you put out. It's about the energy that you share with the world, not just who you are and what you do, but the fact that you are beautiful inside and out, and you wear that authentically. Not because you woke up and decided to put it on today, but because that is your foundation. And that's exactly what's happening for you right now. So lean into your quirkiness. Always lend a helping hand if you feel like you want to, but be sure to set your boundaries. And with this Uranus, Aquarian energy here, if you feel particularly aloof about a situation, trust your gut and don't worry about it. Behave authentically and nothing else. Don't try to be over helpful. Don't try to be over happy. Don't try to be over loving. You are these things authentically. So when something comes up that triggers you to behave oppositely or think oppositely, notice this instead of being affected by this, because you're already in the place you want to be. These are now external situations and external factors. I'm going to pull some advice from the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Wow, that wanted to come out. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Wands. So there's definitely some sort of union or collaboration that is significant at this time. Interesting. So maybe once you learn to love yourself, you're letting somebody else in. Or you've extended your love and people are seeing this and coming back towards you. So we have the Three of Wands, the Eight of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. Sorry, the Knave of Pentacles is the Page of Pentacles. You have the Page and Knight of Pentacles. Then we have the King of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and finally the Eight of Wands. Yeah, you were waiting for somebody else to care, essentially. This could have been about you, about a project, about something you're interested in, about, a passion project, or even just yourself, your feelings, your thoughts, your expression, something, your art. you've been trying to get other people around you to care. And it's not that they didn't, it's just that they were distracted and you were maybe moving a little too fast for them. You were communicating things they weren't ready to hear, and it's like you are expressing that you want to, you're expressing pleasure in a positive way, but people are expressing, maybe your environment are expressing pleasure in a negative way, and this isn't necessarily a dichotomy that they're understanding. So when you are connecting these things, maybe it's moving a little too fast for them. This could be lack of emotional vulnerability in a situation as well. So you're learning that slow and steady wins the race. You've already known this. You've been putting the work into it, and you've been putting the work into this in so many different areas of your life, I can see. In your finances, in your work, in your love relationships, in your family life, and now it's finally trickling back down to you. You are saying, slow and steady wins the race. I am learning, I am giving love, but what you're doing is giving it back to yourself. And it's almost like the universe had to take you and force this knowledge down your throat in order to get you to say, hey, you need to love yourself before you can love anybody else. And you know how amazing and beautiful you are. It's okay to let other people see that, and it's okay to allow them to recognize that and to see that. It's not egocentric for you to be loved, for you to naturally be amazing, and for someone to be attracted to that, or any opportunity to be attracted to that. That's beautiful. That's natural. You put the work in, you get the results. Allow yourself to continue receiving the results. You've realized this, and now you're standing in this, and you're even learning more. So on top of this Knight of Cups, we also have the Knight of Pentacles. So things are moving emotionally, and things are finally moving physically. Step by step by step, they are showing up. And check it out. We go from the Page of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles all the way to the King of Wands quick. You're going to go step, and as soon as you see that light at the end of the tunnel, it's full energy jumping off the cliff. Knight of Wands, quick, passionate, amazing, beautiful, everything you've ever wanted all at once, super passionate. And there's something about needing to communicate optimistically. It wasn't what you were communicating, but it wasn't being perceived optimistically. Not that I feel that you were expressing something in a neutral tone because it meant a lot to you and you didn't want to show that vulnerable side of yourself. But because you didn't include that vulnerable side of yourself, people were not able to see the emotional or spiritual impact that you or what you had to say or what you were doing could actually have on them. But because you're communicating this, you've broken this, the tower here fell, you've opened up more. Now, things are starting to flow. And they are moving step by step. And all you need to do is give yourself that love and keep working on what you've been working on. With the Five of Pentacles over the Seven of Pentacles, you are enjoying where you're at right now. And you are learning to slow down. It's like you are moving as fast as you could, but your intuition was going so much faster, and you're having a hard time juggling until you finally found this balance. With the Five of Pentacles, you're finding this stability here, but now it's like your intuition is, well, you're catching up to your intuition, allowing it to slow down because you understand more, and it can come in more simply. And you're acting more quickly, but with more distinction. So, the Eight of Wands on top of the Emperor and the Crown Chakra, release all that does not serve you. Just sit in the park and enjoy your life and allow yourself to be abundant and nurturing and allow this energy to come in quickly. As soon as you release all of this stuck energy of this self-doubt, this feeling of being stuck, these cycles that you broke but you see other people walking through, this is your cycle. Your cycle is realizing that you are allowed to be independent. You are allowed to be quirky and weird and unique and yourself, and you're allowed to put other people before yourself so much that it's weird to others. Well, don't put other people before yourself, but you're allowed to love other people as if they were yourself as much as you want, because this is a realm of love and life, and if we want to spread that, that's what you have to wear. You're doing that, and you give it to other people, but you got to give it to yourself. You You are. And now the universe is about to dish it right on back to you. So if you're here watching this reading anytime in the next 4 to 5 days, you are about to receive something that surprises you so much. It has to do with this union energy, a collaboration. Something with the booty. No, maybe this could be some kind of, this reminds me of possessiveness, so it could be ownership, collaboration on a project. This could be taking a relationship to a higher level. This could be some kind of ownership, signing on a new house or something that creates a happy, stable, everyday routine and home life, but also something that you're proud to call your own. Some kind of beautiful union. So I'm going to pull some advice for you. Queen of Wands and the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. Chill out. You're doing all that you can and all that you need to on the right time. Continue enjoying yourself. Continue to meditate. Look within for any more answers. Now, normally, I see this Six of Cups looking in the past energy as, the past is beautiful. We don't always have to repeat it. But right now I'm seeing that if you look towards the past, you will see your future. Because there are clues scattered like little breadcrumbs throughout your past about where you're going. They were put here by the divine. They're physical clues. This could be an animal. This could be something to do with bowls, singing bowls, an animal, a plaid t-shirt, a childhood friend, a pair of jeans, a pair of old shoes that you wear, the same old shoes. I don't know, maybe you're a Cancer. That's such a Cancer thing. More advice. So actually look to your past. Appreciate your past. See it from a new light, but beyond that, try to sit in an area where you are happy and growing. Unbothered, where you already knew your path because you didn't need to worry about what it would look like. You just already knew. Oh my gosh. The Hierophant, you do already know. You're just sitting and waiting for your blessings. So it's like, look to the past instead of the future. This will bring change because, well, in the present moment, you're not waiting, you're acting. So giving yourself that love, being committed to yourself is going to show you that you weren't what needed to change in your environment. You just needed to be yourself. There's no need to hold your cards close to your chest. It's okay if you're, holding back or if you felt a little bit guarded. But if you felt stuck, it's only because you didn't want to get out of your mind, but you finally did. So this Page of Pentacles, I'm really feeling this as past energy. Like, you were feeling stuck, and maybe you're still feeling that stuck. But I'm telling you right now, this manifestation is happening around you, and your heart is going to be so happy. I can't even tell you. Something that you've been manifesting that's going to make you so happy that you've forgotten all about. There's these two wands. It's reminding me back again of that Six of Wands card if we're talking about traditional symbolism. This union or collaboration, it's really going to give you exactly what you want and more. So much freedom, so much time to create and be passionate. You're going to be so overjoyed and happy. And there's something in your life that you're trading in order to have this beautiful experience. And this is what you're going to see repeated in the past. Something you didn't want to let go of, but you knew that it would come back if it was yours. And that's why it doesn't need to end, because it was already yours to begin with. So, whenever you look around and you find what's lost and can't be found, Jungle Book, when you find out how to live without it and go along fine, not thinking about it, the bare necessities of life will come to you. That was paraphrased. I love you so much. Group 1, I really hope this reading helped. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, week, night, life, year. Namaste. Hi there. If you selected the second group, then this is going to be your reading for your chakra check-in. So, immediately, I really feel called to share the Reiki principles with you guys today, group 2. So, this is just for today. Do not get angry. Do not worry. Be filled with gratitude. Devote yourself to your work and be kind to all. So, we'll see how this has to do with your reading today. With the root chakra, we have the Hanged Man. In the sacral chakra, we have the High Priestess. In your solar plexus, we have Two of Pentacles. In your heart chakra, beautiful, we have the Queen of Wands. Fittingly, throat chakra, we have Queen of Swords. We have Three of Cups. In your intuitive space, your pineal chakra, third eye. And in your crown chakra, you have the Hermit. Wow, these are beautiful cards. You are really on top of things right now, it looks like. Sneaking a peek at the bottom of the deck energy, Two of Wands. Yeah, so you've definitely been doing a lot of work mentally, physically, and emotionally. You have been changing your mind, changing the way that you go about doing things. But more than this, you've been taking a different approach to your stability. Maybe what stability means for you. Perhaps you're learning more about runes or aerial yoga or aerial dance. So in your sacral chakra, you do have the High Priestess. So you are currently being very picky with whom you are exchanging your energy. But I'm seeing that you are creating a lot of energy exchanges at this time. So with the Hermit in the crown chakra, you're making sure you have your time and space to yourself. You are meditating, and when you have room to spare, you are opening it up to only that which serves you, be that something you're passionate about, a creative project, something on your mind, or being involved with your friends and family. And this is beautiful. Looks like you are turning over a new leaf in many areas of your life, but with this Two of Pentacles in your solar plexus, this begs the question, there's what you see and there's what you want. But in the middle, there's who you are. So the question here is, do you resonate with where you're going? Okay. So it seems like you're juggling here, maybe between you're a master of your communication and a master of your passions. So your creative projects have been so word about some of your creative projects or your expression has been getting out there, and it's attracting people and opportunities. But right now, what you're craving, what you want, and what you need is sanctity, time alone, space to meditate. It seems like you're on top of everything, but your surroundings might be so hectic that you're just looking for permission to be at peace. Because this is your authentic state. And yes, you're creating, and yes, you're seeing things, and yes, you're changing and growing and learning and being social and involved with others. You're working very hard. I can see that. You're speaking your truth. You're so balanced. You're looking at the future. You're looking at the past. You're creating so much. 22. You're actualizing. 12. You've ended cycles. You're manifesting. And now, group 2, I would like you to inhale and say, I am at peace. And I'd like you to exhale and say, I release all that does not serve me. I'm going to pull some clarifiers here. It seems like you're waiting you're in the space between seeing and knowing and doing and acting. You're speaking and manifesting in the 3D, and you're setting your intentions and manifesting in the 5D. And so now, this is where these Reiki principles are relevant. Now it's time to be filled with gratitude and just focus on today. Devote yourself to your work, continue to show up, but remember that work doesn't always mean your career. Work can mean working on yourself. It can mean resting. It can mean your career. 12, ending cycles. 2, wealth and speech. 22, actualization. Queen, feminine energy. 3, this can be siblings, neighbors, and 9, we have freedom, travel, higher education. let me know if any of this resonates with you, please. Now, pulling those clarifiers, I see just through the colors that you're thinking a lot through your heart space and your crown chakra. And this is beautiful. We have a lot of green in the root chakra. You're grounding yourself into love. And you're trying to release yourself with the purple, the violet, and the third eye chakra area. You're trying to release yourself from all negative thoughts. But at the end of the day, your foundation is love, and you need to come back to center. You're aware of this. Perhaps you're stronger at nighttime. This Hermit card with the little stars is pointing out the nighttime vibe here. And the High Priestess in the sacral chakra, you know what you want more deeply than you know yourself, more than those around you perhaps know themselves. You know what you would like, perhaps maybe more than those around you know to ask about. You are doing more than people can understand. So I see at this point, you're moving and then speaking, as opposed to speaking and then speaking about something and then moving. So you're acting first. Clarifying the Hanged Man, we have the Knight of Cups. Ooh, Lord of Waves and Waters. I love these descriptions on these cards, the Hermetic Tarot here. So, yeah, you've definitely been moving a Princess of Pentacles with the High Priestess. You've been definitely moving in a direction that is all about you, because only when you are fulfilled can you truly be of service to your full potential to others. With the Princess of Pentacles clarifying the High Priestess, this lets me know that you are so on top of your intuition that not only does it manifest in real time around you in the 3D, but those around you are seeing it too. You are Knight of Cups. You are showing people that when you follow your heart, you can become anything that you'd like. You can become who you really, truly are, not being someone else or being society's version of successful or perfect or whatever it is your goal is. All that matters is that you follow your heart, follow your spirit, and love yourself and others. You live from this place and you're living by example. So, yes, there is that which is unseen to others, but they're so curious. They want to learn from you. They see you as a princess. They see you as a master of this realm and a master of love. One who maybe you don't open up to everybody. She's covering her chest here, her heart chakra, but you can see only the left side of her breast. So you can see the receiving side of love, but she's covering the giving side. Maybe you're finally learning how to give, or you're finally learning how to receive rather than give. And now, from a mirroring perspective, this is making all of those want to gamble on you. This looks like a poker chip, this mandala. They're wanting to give to you, but they want to give love. They want to give you what you want and what you need. And maybe you're a little bit juggling about, I don't really even want to say your worth because I don't think that this is an issue, but you're just juggling the situation with your mind and your spirit, because maybe you're communicating what you want clearly. You know what you want. You're acting on what you want. You're living what you want, but those around you are not able to understand for whatever reason. 8 of Swords. Yeah, so maybe you grow so quickly with Jupiter and Gemini here. Yeah, here we go. Expansion and learning. So you could seem very hot and cold to some people, but it's not that you're hot and cold. It's that you know a little bit about everything. It's that you are a jack of all trades. It's that you're creating change in the way that you want. And the more that you are authentic to yourself, the shorter this journey becomes for you, and the quicker it moves towards you. But those around you trying to rationalize this, who are not energetically at the same place as you, are merely wondering how you are always able to hold this Queen of Wands energy in your heart space while being grounded, able to transition, change your mind, learn, unlearn, and grow, and also stay detached, but in a healthy, beautiful way. Clarifying this Queen of Swords is the Six of Pentacles, of course. You've been working on your abundance and it's finally coming to you. Remember how we talked about that equal give and take? You've been giving to everybody and now you're finally giving to yourself. And because you're showing up, being consistent, and living by example, leading by example, things are coming quickly for you. And this equal give and take, you're being pushed to go alone and sit in hermit mode, meditate, be at peace, enjoy yourself, and be filled with gratitude, only because it's your time to receive. You're going to get material success, material abundance. You're going to be able to see this. This will be tangible. And it's going to be everything you ever wanted and more. Like you just materialized a ball of light. Clarifying the Queen of Swords, we have the Knight of Swords. So, just to have in the throat chakra area in general, you are very, very much speaking your truth. Or people are finally now hearing your truth, seeing your side of the story. I saw 11:44 on the timer. As I was saying this, you are in the right place at the right time. Everything you've been through was to lead you to this moment. So there's something very pivotal in your life that's coming because of this equal give and take shift. You've changed your mind about your worth. And this is where you do not budge because you deserve what you want. 12:12 on the clock. And this is what you speak. You speak the truth. You speak your truth. And this attracts people to you. And maybe you're connecting with those 10 of Wands. You're connecting in the 3D, perhaps with people in your surroundings or not in your surroundings. This could be in this lifetime, other lifetimes, or just different times and places. It could be someone who's right next to you. Either way, you're communicating in the 5D. You are healing, Lord of Oppression, you're healing your past oppression. You could be doing inner child work. You could have done inner child work. You could be helping people with inner child work. You're seeing where people are stuck, Saturn energy. And you're helping pull them, this looks like serious, you're helping to pull them out of toxic situations by seeing things from a higher perspective. So you're able to take people's karma, people's pain, people's lessons, relay it to them in a way that makes them feel free, Sagittarius energy. And so people are flocking to you. They're flocking to you, and at this point in time, this could be another thing you're juggling about. You're wondering, well, you want to help people, but you need some time to be by yourself. You need to be the Fool. You want to start your own new journey. You can't just be there for everyone else all the time the way that you have been, which is not to omit that or take away from that or say you can't ever do that. But with the Fool and the Hermit in the crown chakra, 0 and 9, you have to, this is saying you just have to speak your truth and keep going. Like, you're really craving that self-luxury, that self-love, that self-care. That's what you deserve. And people are coming around asking for your energy. Make sure that you're giving to yourself first, because you deserve it, because you're beautiful and amazing. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Universe, the World card, the Great One of the Night of Time. So, if you're waking up at early hours in the morning or late hours at night, depending on how you see it, these are times when your dreams and your guides, the veil is thinner, so they're able to communicate with you more easily. With Taurus and the North Node, the way that I see this is all about, 1444, there we go, you are protected, you are guided, you are stable. The direction you are moving towards is stable, and you will have more options than you know what to do with in a positive way. And this Taurus, don't forget the glitz and the glam, because look, it's not about anything superficial or material, but it's about allowing yourself to experience luxury, allowing yourself to experience life, and to grow into that through pleasure and through love and through nurturing mother energy. There's that reference to Sirius again. This brings me back to your sacral chakra, which is the High Priestess, clarified by the Princess of Pentacles. So You already know what's coming. You've already seen this for a long time. That's why you've been able to put together such a beautiful, seamless plan. However, don't forget to enjoy yourself. Because if you take all the fun out of life because you know what's going on, then you end up feeling unbalanced and heartbroken. There's your Queen of Wands again. This is letting me know that, as advice, you really need to just keep following your impulse, following your love, following your passion. This will always take you where you need to go. And I would like to remind you that there are always many, many ways to get where you need to go. And that it's impossible to make a wrong move. I really hope this helped shed some light and clarity on your situation, Group 2. I love you so much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, week, month, year, and namaste. Hi there. If you selected the third group, then this is going to be your 7 chakra check-in. Group 3, before we begin, I wanted to show you these 2 crystals that I think could do you some good. So this is Prainite. This is the healer of healers. It really helps you to tap into your intuition, but in such a gentle and loving way. It helps you with anxiety and calmness, helps open up the heart chakra, and it's really gentle. It's gentle strong. It gets the job done, but it's not abrasive at all. Also, this is a desert rose. Each one of these comes with its own special little spirit guide, or so they say. This also helps you with your intuitive work. This helps you access past and future lives and your Akashic records. And it also helps you to remember your dreams. There are also a myriad of other things that these crystals are great for, but there's a reason I'm saying this to you, and only you, Group 3, right now, so hopefully this helps someone out there. Without further ado, I did already shuffle your cards. Let's take a look at your 7 chakra check-in. You have your root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown chakra. Starting off the reading with Knight of Wands in the root chakra. Wow, beautiful. And the Magician in the sacral. Wow, you are really going after what you want. You're building your life the way that you want it to look. And with the Magician in the sacral chakra, you are really focusing on self-enjoyment. You're putting yourself first, but you're doing it in a way that is premeditated with good intentions. And I'm really feeling called to these 4 streams of light here. You're not working alone. You definitely have a team around you. It could be in the spirit realm or in the physical realm. Either way, whatever it is you're building, you're not doing it alone. There are so many beings around you. I saw 222 that want you to get everything that you want and more, because the universe knows that you getting what you want will help so many people and beings and things in the collective. I'm taking the confirmation from my motorcycle neighbor. Please do the same and excuse the noise. In your solar plexus, we have the 5 of Cups. Oh, and the 9 of Wands in the heart space. So, you might still be feeling a little guarded, but this doesn't feel... I feel like you are helping people. I'm getting very, very strong empathic vibes from this pile. So Group 3, you might be setting your boundaries when it comes to energy work. You're making changes, realizing that it's worth it to get what you want. You are worth it. But apart from that, you are setting energetic boundaries. Sometimes you need to cut energy out of your life, permanently or temporarily. Sometimes you need to cut people out of your life, temporarily or permanently. Energy and people are not contingent on each other, but can be connected. You're learning this. You're working through this. And moving forward in the future, you're creating exactly what you want because you know how. You've attempted time and time again. You already know what you're doing. This time, you're making the right change. You're making the loving change. This is the change to have fun. 5 is also fun. Fun with with the Knight of Wands and the Magician. Yeah, you're just making sure that you call your energy home and release all that doesn't belong to you. Others who might want to take your energy because they see that you're building something, now you're aware of this and you're 9 steps ahead. And there might be a little piece of you at the end of the day in your solar plexus that, I don't want to say you're questioning your intuition, and I don't want to say that you're doubting your self-worth. I really feel like this is a period of waiting and reflecting and knowing. At this point in time, it's like you just have your head down and you're just moving forward. Not in an insecure way, but you're just showing up and doing what you need to do for yourself. With the Hermit in the throat chakra, group 3, this is really time for you to really focus on yourself. 99, where you want to go in the future. You're building it. You have walked through trial and error enough to know how the flow goes with you and your energy. You're setting your energetic boundaries. You're telling people, well, it seems like maybe you're not really speaking to too many people right now, but when you are, you're speaking your truth, or you're staying quiet. At this time, you are highly aware of the fact that you're learning, and that there's always more to learn. But while you're learning, you don't want the influence of others, because that's where you've been before. And that's not fun. You end up trying to live somebody else's idea of success, and then it ends up circling the drain. This is what's changing. It's not that you have boundaries up in an abrasive way, but it's that if you are going to be here as a healer for healers, and you know that you're not alone, you're going to need to take time for yourself so that you don't feel overwhelmed. But in order for you to help those similar to you, you need to also understand why you're getting overwhelmed. Which pieces of energy resonate with you, which pieces of energy do not resonate with you, and which pieces of energy are comfortable and uncomfortable, apart from whether or not they resonate. There's always a why, and some past life work might really do you some good at this time. You can book an Akashic reading, check out your astrology chart, check out your South Node. We have the 6 of Swords in your third eye. Interesting. So, in your gut chakra and your pineal chakra, the 2 chakras following your intuition, we have 5 and 6. Both are cards of releasing, of letting something go. You are moving forward in your intuition and in your thoughts, but there's something that you didn't want to leave behind, but it's like the calm before the storm feeling. So I feel like you're waiting for a storm that's not going to come because you've already learned better and you've already put your guards up, and now you're showing up ready for battle, but there is no battle. I saw 7:44 on the recording time. Yeah, so you are on this journey in order to show your strength, to exercise your strength. However, you don't need it for the reason that you think, which is why you may have been putting your energy into areas that didn't serve you, or you might have been misplacing your energy, not aware that you were misplacing it, but misplacing it because you were really just trying to manifest. You're trying to follow your heart, and you're trying to follow your passion, but you're picking up so many energies of other things along the way that it was hard to kind of filter out you from everything else. So, take this time alone, as you're doing. Speak with yourself, speak with your guides, but above all, speak with you. Speak with your higher self. Speak with each of your chakras. Go through each of the zodiac signs. Meditate on them. See which ones are comfortable for you and which ones are uncomfortable for you. Do you know why? Do you have preconceived notions? about any element or sign or energy in general, because that stems from you. The action, the resonance and the lack of resonance, they both are you, which is the common denominator of this whole reading, which is why holding your boundaries is so important. Because if you're here to help other people, if you're here to heal others, you need to heal yourself first and be healed. You're letting go. 5 of Swords in the Crown Chakra, you're letting go of all of this that doesn't serve you. All of these thoughts, black magic, perhaps there could have been spell work or karma or miscellaneous goings on. The crows always indicate some kind of triad, dark energy, magic, manifestation, divine feminine, the fates, the morai. You're letting this go. You're finding this change. The 55, there is a grand change coming, but it has to come from you. It has to come from within. It's the fact that, yes, you are empathic, and no, everyone doesn't share this experience with you while you're sharing their experience with them. If you feel like you can't speak to someone about this, maybe it doesn't need to be spoken, or maybe it just needs to be let go. The situation, the person, or just the thought. Maybe the fact that it upsets you, that you can't confide in anybody, or you don't want to, or maybe the fact that you feel just fine alone is what's coming up. Whatever it is, it's okay to let it go. This is your advice, and this is where you're at. It feels like it's not coming from a comfortable place, but that doesn't mean you're taking the wrong way to get where you're going. Because all of this is perfect and divinely organized. Now I'm going to pull some clarifiers from the Monera Tarot for you. Okay, 3 of Air. Right off the bat, I'm hearing that there are some energies that are upset that they're not in your life anymore. And this is something that, when it was there for you, you were hurt. So you needed to let it go. Letting this go hurts the other party. And that's where you needed to set your boundary. And that's also where you were feeling so much empathy for the other party that you put yourself down. That's not healthy. With the 9 of Fire and Orange, mind you, beautiful, in your sacral chakra under the Magician, you know what you want and you know where you're going. You're headed for it. You're fearlessly going after exactly what you want, and there might be some things that you know that you can't quite express with this Moon and Sagittarius reference here. But any differences between you and your surroundings are trying to call your attention to duality as a whole. So try to expand your view. Try to see a bigger picture. We have 8 of Fire underneath the 5 of Cups in your solar plexus. And this is another orange card, so you're really thinking about how you feel as opposed to the fact that you're enough. If something makes you feel bad or something makes you feel good, that's great, but does that situation or person know your worth? Do they express it? Do they act upon it? This is where the difference is. You know not to ask for validation outside of yourself. You're in hermit mode. You don't even need anything external to that. But your surroundings are not on the same page as you. This is beautiful duality. But instead of hopping into this cycle, allow this communication to come in quickly. Try to avoid sharp tones. We do have quite a few swords in this spread so far, but it's not about being afraid to speak your truth. It's about channeling your higher self, but not being afraid to do so. Just because your surroundings are 3D doesn't mean that just because your root chakra is in the 3D doesn't mean that all the rest of them are. This is masculine. This is feminine. The heart chakra connects. These are 1 through 7. They're different numbers, each of which are different entities. And so, to allow your happiness and your confidence, your self-worth to be tied, or to allow other people's actions or intentions or thoughts determine your worth, you already know not to follow this, but now these things are going to, or they've been popping off a little bit, just to see if you'll stand your ground. But 14:04 on the recording time, I can see that everything's happening for a reason, and that you're handling it beautifully. You're not alone. You are setting your boundaries, and you're very supported in this. Yeah, at this time, you need to just not care what other people think too much. We have the Three of Wands here. You need to not think what other people care too much, and just be yourself. We have Aries energy, Sun and Aries energy, which is literally you over everything else. Impulsivity, without thinking first. Don't think first, don't feel first, don't think about others first. Just do yourself impulsively now because you feel like it in the moment. With all this premeditated action that you're working on, and all of this growth, all of this healing, all of this expression, you've outgrown your environment, but you're still sitting in it. And it's not that you're in the wrong place. It's not that you even need to leave, unless that's what you want to do. It's just do something that you want to do, whatever it is. It can be being alone, it can be doing something crazy, it can be being impulsive, it can be communicating, it can be learning, it can be meditating. But there's such a need for fun. This is like the spread of the empath who got so drained that they just wake up and give and wake up and give. And just because there's the Five of Cups again, just because that's what you love to do doesn't mean it needs to happen at the expense of yourself. Love yourself first. That way you don't feel like you're drowning when you're trying to just appease everybody. It doesn't have to be their way or the highway, or your way or the highway. You know, this is a spread about compromise and releasing that which doesn't serve you. If it comes back, it's yours. It's like, maybe you're watching people go through something. You're watching somebody go through something you've already been through, and you're trying to help them, but they won't listen. They're not listening because they see what you do, but they don't understand it. They watch your actions and they hear your words, but it's the difference of whether you're energetically aligned with it in that moment or not. And you know what I'm talking about if you're an energy worker. Something can be your truth and it can be your energy, but our vibration is always fluctuating. I touched this table. We're now connected. Your aura is huge. It's always colliding. I'm colliding with the selenite, these cards, and you, because you're listening right now. There are so many micro energy exchanges that take place all over the place, and you might be feeling a little overstimulated. And you're still trying to help. You're still trying to help others. So don't be afraid to take that time for yourself. And you can still help others. You can still do that, but you're going to end up putting yourself and somebody else in a situation where you're both drained. You're all drained if you don't just put your boundary up and take the time for yourself. You know to do this energetically, but now you need to speak it. Now you need to walk through it. Maybe you don't necessarily see the light at the end of the tunnel here. Maybe you feel a little bit alone. That's where this confusion's coming from. We have the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You're feeling exposed. You're feeling weird. You're feeling quirky. You're feeling out of the norm. You don't feel like you're fitting the status quo, but you know that you're going where you need to go. You might get judged along the way, and people might, as an empath, people might think that you're overly emotional, but you know, don't take it personally, because if somebody thinks that you're overly emotional as an empath, the emotions that you're picking up on are theirs, because they don't have to process them if they're shoving them down. They don't have to process them if they're projecting them on other people. They will have to deal with it eventually. But we have the moon in the crown chakra underneath the Five of Swords. If something is unseen to somebody, but it's seen to you, trust that there's a perfect reason. Ding, ding. all day confirmation on that one. Honestly, I think you're here so that I can just give you permission to be selfish for a little bit. I think that you know exactly what's going on. And I think that you're working on manifesting your desires. I think that you're a master of your craft. And I think that you're a healer that's helping as many people as you possibly can reach. Please don't forget to add yourself to that list. Not second or third or last. Don't give the scraps to yourself. Give yourself your very, very best all the time. Lead by example, you're shining so bright. And then from there, you'll even have extra to give. That is a beautiful cycle. I love you so much, Group 3. I really hope this sheds some light and clarity onto your situation. I love you so much, and namaste.